He could just catch her eye, to let her know he valued her playing. And all being well. And all being well, I shall send her to study music at the conservatoire. And she'll be so happy. And there will be tears. And I will stretch up to kiss her throat. Mr. Samsa! I hear my notes that in view of the disgusting conditions breathing this apartment and family, I am giving up my room as of tomorrow morning. Naturally, I won't pay a thing for the days that I've lived here either. On the contrary, I am going to think seriously about whether I should sue you. Believe me, the truth wouldn't be hard to come by. We are also leaving tomorrow.
My dear parents, things cannot go on like this. I know you can't see it, but I can. I will not utter my brother's name in front of that monster. And so I shall merely say, we must try and get rid of it. We've done as much as humanly possible to try and look after it. Be patient. I don't think anyone can criticize us in the slightest.
She is right in 1,000 ways.
We have to try and get rid of it. It's killing you both. I can see it coming. If we have to work as hard as we are all doing at the moment, we cannot endure this torment at home as well. I won't do it anymore.
Child, then what should we do?
If only he understood it.
If he understood us, then perhaps some compromise would be possible with him. But as it is, we
You have to go! The only thing for it! You have to get rid of anything in your mind that it's Gregor. The fact that we have for so long is the true reason for our misfortune. Then I wouldn't have a brother. But at least we could go on living on his memory. This animal houses us. Drives away the lodgers. Takes over the entire apartment. Wants us to spend a night out on the street. Listen, he's done him again!
asked himself as he looked around in the darkness. He soon made the discovery that he could no longer move
as
at
he
all.
looked around in the darkness.
He wasn't
He
surprised by
soon
that.
made the discovery that he could
On the
no
contrary,
longer move.
it struck him unnatural that up
He
until
was
this
not
point
surprised by this.
he'd been able
On
to
the
move on
contrary,
his thin little
it
legs.
struck him as unnatural.
True, he had pain throughout his entire body, but it seemed to him they were gradually becoming weaker and weaker, and would finally go away completely. The rotting apple in his back, and the inflamed surrounding area, which was entirely covered by white dust, he'd hardly noticed. He remembered his family with deep feelings of love. His only thought was to disappear, which was even more decisive than his sisters. He remained in this state of empty and peaceful reflection until the tower clock struck 3 in the morning.
At the window, he witnessed the day growing gradually brighter.
At the window.
Then without
He
willing
witnessed
it,
the day growing gradually
his
brighter.
head sank all the way
Then
down.
without willing it,
And from
his
his
head sank
nostrils,
all the way down.
his last breath
And from his
flowed
nostrils,
weakly out.
his last breath flowed weakly out.
To the shop manager.
rent a cheaper and smaller apartments near the town centre, which would be better situated and generally more practical than the previous one.